Okay, now let's see if okay, the watermark is gone, meaning they fixed it. And I was like, please don't do this again because I pay a lot of money for StreamYard not to show me the watermark. Yeah, I do. But anyways, hello everybody. I know I keep dropping on you without first putting out the notification that I'm going to go live. But in my defense, today is Saturday, and as you guys know, that I go live Saturdays and Tuesdays during Vlogmas. Now, speaking of which, my name is Clantus, and welcome to Clantus Dumagude. That's my YouTube channel, and welcome to Vlogmas episode 24. Final day. No, it's not final day. Final day is tomorrow. So it's the second last Vlogmas video, this one, but this is the last live stream for 2022 that I am putting out today. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to wrap up all the activities on my YouTube channel. And the first one that I'm going to wrap up is live streaming. So this is definitely the last one for 2022. We'll live stream again in 2023 and going forward. So I hope in 2023 I will do more live streams than I did this year. I was counting how many live streams I did this year, and ashamedly, I only have done 13. 13 live streams that I've done in 2022, and I need to do better. That is what I was telling myself, which is something that I also want to talk about, is the future of my YouTube channel in 2023. I feel like I always give like small bits and pieces of what exactly do I mean by changing my. I'm not changing anything. Nothing is going to change. It's just that I'm going to bring back some old usual suspects. If you have gone back when I was, those videos are cringy. Never visit them, please. They're very cringy for me. I can't stomach even a second of those videos. That's how horrendous I used to be when I started out on YouTube. I had no personality. Well, I always had a personality. It's just that I was not quite sure if it was going to be okay to show off my personality to strangers out there. And so I was always like, literally, I was like closed in, I was rigid. I would look at the lens, but I also had fear in my eyes. And I just looked like I was in an abusive camp or some sort, or maybe somebody was forcing me to do something. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that if you go back to those videos, you will see that I used to talk about all things YouTube, and I also used to talk about online business, starting your own business, and things like that. So I'm going back to that. In fact, I'm reintroducing them because in 2021 and 2022, I had abandoned those topics and I just focused solely on YouTube related topics. And so I'm going back because I feel like I'm now ready and confident to go back to those topics. Not that I was not confident about what I was talking about. I knew what I wanted to convey to the audience, but at the same time, I felt that maybe the audience at the time was not ready for that type of content. Now that I see people coming through and like, hey, in fact, usually on my Instagram DMs, if you're not following me on Instagram, you are missing out. If you are stuck with an idea or you are stuck with your channel, something is happening with your channel and you're not coming to my DMs, you are missing out. You will probably have to check out other YouTubers that do exact same thing as I do, but they will be speaking in the perspective of their region versus them talking in general. And that's one thing that I also learned about YouTube, that YouTube is different from how it is in Africa and how it is in the US and in the UK. So I'm not saying there's anything negative about that, but I'm saying how sometimes when we listen to these videos or to these YouTubers, most of the time they speaking in their perspective. That is why they would say US or Canada, Canada. They never speak about other countries that possibly are watching the YouTube videos. So I also realized that even myself, when I speak about YouTube related matters, I speak regionally, meaning I speak of YouTube in Africa or YouTube South Africa. But most of the time, I talk about YouTube South Africa because I think I understand now how it operates and how different things are than they are for the rest of the world. Yes, it's still the same thing, but there is a certain way of how we ought to be growing our channels. We ought to be analyzing our analytics and things like that. So it's a bit different, if you ask me. I know I've never talked about that before, and probably you like, why don't you create a video and explain that to us? 2023 is coming, and there are a lot of things that are going to be happening in 2023. Oh my goodness, I am so shocked that I have 5 people. I thought I was going to be conversing with myself, considering the fact that today is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I'm so sorry for pulling you out of your dinner tables and your families and people that are visiting. Hey, guess what? Just sit around with them and show them that, hey, our friend is live because I'm your friend, right? I'm your friend. And already I've got 2 friends of mine. This year has been amazing with these 2 individuals. I think we're getting to know each other better, and we're also getting used to each other as well. You can even tell with the way we interact with each other that when so I'll speak to you, that type of way. Sile is in the house. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. I know it's very important that you are busy preparing for tomorrow and all those sort of stuff that is happening in the background. Gardening with Betty K, hello to you too. How are you, my friend? Are you in Northwest? Or are you still amongst the people like us in Gauteng? Because I know you like rusty, you love rusty dusty around this time of the year. But anyways, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and everyone else that are silent watchers right now, I appreciate you for being here. And so as I was saying that there are going to be additions to my YouTube channel in 2023. I'm bringing back the business talk because I've got such great ideas about how we can actually earn an extra income together with YouTube. If you are monetized, then hey, let's add on to that monetization. If you are on your way to monetization, at least be having something as well that is not going to make you focus heavily on growing your channel to monetization because the business ideas that I'm going to be bringing to your attention, they don't need much of anything. All they need is your time. And probably the time that they need out of you is probably 2 hours a day. If it's not 2 hours a day, at most 6 hours a day, depending on how fast you are as well. If you're a, a fast typist or a quick finger typer, then you will not have a problem. If you are have what do you call this, doing a full-time job, do not worry about that because during your breaks you can get basically take care of that side of business while you are doing your 9 to 5. So I am not going to bring anything that is hectic that is going to need you to be full time unless you earn so much money that you end up thinking, you know what, my 9 to 5 is basically pulling me back. Then you can then comfortably, knowing that you've made all this money, and then you will tender that letter of resignation and say, hey, I am going to embark upon greener pastures. And this time around, I am the boss. I can wake up at any given time, report to nobody, and at the same time making tons of money. Because the goal that I want for us when we start with these business opportunities is to make at least, I know you will think, what? This is impossible. $100,000 and in 6 months, $100,000 in 6 months. So I know, again, I get it. It's a lot of money, but from what I've been researching, it's highly possible that you can even make it in 3 months if you are earning something like $15,000 a month to $20,000 a month, and things like that. I know that 3 months for 20,000 is 60, but what I'm trying to say is there's a potential that you might actually make a whole lot more, like maybe $25,000 a month, because these opportunities are there and they are working, and a lot of people are making a living, they are building very, very comfortable lives out of those business opportunities. I know here in South Africa, not that these opportunities have not been around, they've been around. It's just that we sometimes, we kind of like uh, come late to the party, but it's not too late. That's a great thing about this, because people are constantly online, and they are constantly online from around the world. It's not just a regional thing, it is an international thing. That is why the payment is in US dollars, because it is people from around the world that are involving themselves in purchasing, if they are purchasing something from you, or a job opportunity that needs your time, and then they pay you for your services, those sort of things. But we will talk about all of that in 2023. Now, another thing that I don't know if you've noticed, with my Vlogmas videos, I've been very deliberate and intentional with the topics that I talk about. Like, for example, this very one, I'm deliberately deliberate in talking about YouTube in my Vlogmas videos and business, so that I don't confuse the algorithm. I don't want the algorithm to be like, so what are you? Are you vlogging? Are you now a vlogging channel? Are you, what's going on? I want the algorithm to still know that I haven't deviated or pivoted from talking about YouTube. And also, now that I'm also talking about business, I'm introducing and teaching it that going forward, this is what I'm now going to be doing, so that when I do it, the algorithm won't be like, "Ah, okay, I have to relearn about this channel because now it's talking about business." I'm just going back to what it already learned in the past, and now I'm bringing it back, and then smoothly going to pick up this other niche and going into the future with it. So I've been very, very deliberate, and I also noticed that whenever I do talk about that, the algorithm, when it promotes the videos, it kind of like, if you look at my impressions, they always grow by 10,000, like 10,000 impressions every time I add business or online business or something about business or money. It lifts the what you call the video and promotes it and sample it to about 10,000 people. And then I also see that my views as well pick up when it does that. So recently, I have not been talking about that business aspect, because I was also experimenting. Like, why is it when I speak about business, the algorithm promotes my videos and sample it to 10,000 people, and then my views also increase? And if I don't talk about business, what happens? And also notice when I talk about YouTube, the what do you call this? My traffic source is generally the typical ones. Like, I get the typical views, I get the typical reaction from that. Meaning that, okay, the algorithm knows that this channel is about all things YouTube. And now when I introduce a new topic, it goes like, okay, so I think we good. I'm good with the algorithm, because I was quite intentional when I started Vlogmas, so that I do not shock it, and then after it's confused. then it has to relearn my channel. I don't want it to relearn my channel, but I want it to learn that this is the future of the channel. And of course, YouTube always listens. The algorithm basically listens, and then the more I repeat what I'm saying, the more it registers that okay, this channel is going to be about all things YouTube, also about business talk and finances. Of course, I'm not going to be talking about personal finances, things that I have no qualification to talk about, but I will be talking about my financial experiences, how I'm going to be saving money from 2023 because your boy is free from black tax. That part makes me excited so very much. And all of that kind of today, it got the family gathering into a family meeting. Like, Ebo, what is it telling us? I'm so sorry. This bucket hat is making me sweat. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna take it off. So they're like, what is it talking about? But then let me explain myself as well, guys. Um, we all know this whole black tax thing that it's all because of our parents and grandparents. Those are the people that we are taking care of initially. But because we're taking care of them, they also have their children. And there's no way that when we send them money, they're also not going to give their children money whenever they want that money. You understand? So now that they are gone, I feel like some family members got comfortable. They no longer pushed out CVs. They no longer bothered looking for jobs. They no longer bothered to do anything that shows that, listen, this is not going to come forever. And now that I'm taking that decision, suddenly everybody's tripping over and they are calling family meetings. Others are accusing me that he's angry because we what do you call this? We what's the word they used? um, because they destroyed our plans for December, which is not true. This is something I've been thinking about forever. And I think ever since the last elder passed on, I've been thinking about this. And then I thought, okay, I will push through this year, but I will also tell them to prepare themselves so that they can start pushing out CVs as far back as August because I am taking this seriously. And they thought I was joking. They really, really thought that I was joking. They started asking, what about the kids in school? What about this? I'm like, how's that my problem? For real. How is that my problem? I think one of them even tried to smuggle a kid to come and live with me so that I'll be responsible for that child. And unfortunately, the child that they want me to take care of has special needs, and I'm not trained for that. I'm not trained to have a child with a special need. And secondly, I do not have a sitter, and all this needs planning. Like, why were you quiet all this time and you're only telling me in December that, oh, at least Tata or whoever, and you can put him in one of those schools in Johannesburg? Yeah, they are there, these schools, and very good. But fine, I can take them to school, but when they come back home, weekends, holidays, I'm not trained. I'm not trained to take care of that, of those responsibilities at all. So I feel like it's best that they be with the mother. So the mother was like, okay, fine, then I will come and live with him. I'm like, no, I can't live with a person. Absolutely cannot live with a human being. So you can see that it's all about trying to force me back into this, and they are bringing emotional manipulations, and they think I do not see what they are trying to do. But I still ask, where are the fathers? Please, that question will always stand every time they try to abuse me the way they are doing it. That question still stands. I want to know. I want to have a conversation with them. I want to understand what's incapacitating you from taking care of your children or your child, whatever the case is. One of them is a pastor with a big church. You can't tell me a pastor with the church that huge and probably makes millions of rands out of his congregants cannot take out 5,000 rand a month. That doesn't make sense to me. Or maybe because he's married and he has his own kids and wife, he's afraid that the wife might find out where this 5,000 rand is going to. I don't get it. I don't know people. And yet we get hit with the Bible. Every time we try something, boom, you get Bible bashed. And you're like, you had an affair with a pastor, and yet you have the audacity, me who has never, okay, but anyways, I don't want to be judgmental, but sometimes these are the things that really grinds my cheese. Let me go to the comment section. Yeah, no, I'm no longer responsible for black tax anymore. Cecilia says, please bring those opportunities to the fore. Yeah, definitely. I'm bringing them. We're going to have a lot of fun as well because I want us to hold each other responsible once we start with business opportunities. For example, like, hey, how's it going? We don't have to be aggressive with one another. So how's it going? How are you? Just encourage and motivate each other. Me, I want to do Spotify. I'm not Spotify, Shopify. I want to do drop shipping. I want to create. In fact, I've already made my application, chose my what do you call this? My software that I'm going to be using, and I've already set aside capital of 5,000 rand to buy stock, and then from there, with my salary in January, I want to put it towards an influencer. I'm gonna say, hey, listen, this is how much I can afford you for an hour to promote these products for me. Let's see what happens, and I will report back to you probably end of March, probably end of March, first week of April, and tell you that this is how much I've made since I've started dropshipping. Dropshipping is a big, huge business, and it's going to get bigger as the recession begins to plateau. So that opportunity, do not miss it. Okay, just don't miss it. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in great details because I'm busy with my research. Cecilia says, "How did you get out of black tax?" I told them this year is the end. I This year I'm not sending money to anybody. My biggest excuse is that the elders are gone. All the elders are gone, and now I will no longer be how do you call this? I will no longer be able to take care of adults who are able-bodied and who can work with their hands. They can think with their brains, and yeah, those sort of things. So today they were holding they were holding a meeting. So you know how you always get like snitches. They'll be phoning you like, hey, kune meeting lana, kunywa ngawe, kuthiwa, hey, mali what. I'm like, hi, bo, mina, since when I am, what that lady's name again? The social services lady, skeletons in the closets, whatever her name is. I'm like, no, Pelamina, I was doing it for Ogogo, no aunt. Manje abasaya, so what do you want me to do? Because people were just they got comfortable. They stopped looking, they didn't look for work at all. Nothing. They were using the grant money to make their hair and their nails and buying clothes because they knew that a chunk of money was coming from me into the elders' bank accounts. And so they were able to go to oh ma, Yazin, 4,000. Hey ma, something has happened. Hey ma, this. Hey ma, that. And then they would take the money and give it to them. So they got comfortable and they thought, okay, we'll just leech out of our cousin brother who lives in Johannesburg, because in Johannesburg, imali ithatha ilandwa ngamasak. I don't understand that mentality, especially with KZN people. It boggles the mind for me. Um, what did she say? Oh my God. The things that she said were quite interesting, but I've made my decision. I've made my decision. I when they tried to call me on Zoom, I was like, no, Betty, you are watching at the same time you are uploading episode 24. But anyways, yeah, no, I'm very serious about this one. I'm not changing my mind at all. They were asking what happens from January. I was like, Kubla Makaplan or a Zulu Makaplan, or whatever the case is. Because Minang again, I'm done. It's time to focus on me. And like I said, I am going into drop shipping and I'm going to need that money to buy products. I know what sort of products that people are buying online. And due to the research that I've done, and I will speak about that in a dedicated video if you are going to be doing drop shipping. We are not going to be doing the same. No, it's fine. Even if it's the same, it's just going to depend on you what you feel is comfortable for you to put on your into your dropshipping store. And let's see what happens. Shein is a dropshipping store, by the way, in case you didn't know. Shein is a dropshipping store. Take a lot is a dropshipping store because they don't have a walk-in store. You have to order online in order for these things to be posted to you or delivered to you or whatever the case is. So it's similar thing that we will be doing because we are YouTubers. Probably will be selling ring lights and microphones and this and that. And we charge, of course, we will charge in such a way that we also make a profit after delivery charges, taxes, as well as all that other stuff that is involved in delivering the products to the purchaser, right? Betty K, the shock, I can imagine. Yeah, the gall, I say, the yes, the audacity, Sase George Koch. I know people. Sometimes you just have to. I don't know if it's a hard lesson, but I know myself as well. I'm very sensitive, and I may even break this. I don't know, but I'm very, very strict because I want to find a strategy on how, if they say money for school fees, I don't give it in cash in their hands. Give me the school's bank account. Call the school myself, and then ask for the receipts. Get the receipts emailed to me. I think probably that's what I would do whenever they throw kids at me, because I think so far they have found that angle because I have a very, 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 very soft spot for children. Very, very soft spot for children. So I think they are going to capitalize on that. Like, vele ingane ayithanda society ingane, that sort of thing. But I caught on. I won't the families are abusive though. Yeah, they are. They are very, very, very much so. And Buzz was born ashamed. Am I angry at what happened? Yes, I am angry, but I am not using it as revenge. I'm not using it as revenge. The logic is you're an adult. You brought lives into this world, and when you brought them into the world, you believe that you will be capable and able to raise them, and that also included sacrificing a lot of things by going to find a job. Am I wrong to think like that, or maybe I missed the bus? Imagine losing your privacy and personal space because someone wants to come and live with you, and I'm very strict with my space. I'm very strict with my space. I don't think I can live with a person, even if I'm in a relationship. You're not going to sleep over. No, no, no sleeping over. As much as I will not sleep over at your place. No. Imagine now I have people, one of them has special needs, and I have to get used to probably because this one has like some kind of severe special needs, and he makes a certain noise. There's this noise that he makes, but that means I have to get used to that. You understand what I'm saying? And then and the mother is not a person who, um how do I put it? She's not grounded. She's a person who's always out. So imagine I come back from work and now it's me and a kid I don't know what to do with because she's gone out with friends. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. I put my foot down on that one. Senzo, what? I'm just gonna call it Senza, ne? Or Senzelo. Is that fine if I call you that? In case you didn't know, my friend, I I had to teach myself and also attend some Zulu classes, even though I'm a Zulu person, but I did not do Zulu in school from primary all the way to high school. So when I finished school, I discovered that you're going to be working with communities and the public, and in most cases, they speak Zulu because I started work when I was living in Durban, and so sometimes when I read Zulu names, hey, let me tell you a story. Guys, I'm sorry if you get offended with this one. You know the surname Mchunu, right? You know the surname Mchunu. So this, I went to an all boys school, and just when I was going into matric in my high school, that high school was starting to also intake black kids. So because I had responsibility. I don't know. I was always chosen for a leadership position or another. So I ended up in the prefect's body in my school. And then one of the responsibilities that I had was the boys that were accepted into the school, and then they got registered, they were allocated a classroom or a class teacher. So of course I know all the class teachers, I know all the classes in my school, and so once the name, so I would be given a list, probably they're grade 8 only, and then I will check, is it grade 8A, grade 8B, or grade 8C? And so I had them like that. So one, in fact two, they were brothers. So two brothers, one was going to grade 8 and the other one was going to grade 11, if I remember. And so you guys, you know that C in English is pronounced as an S, right? Sometimes the H is silent. It's either sh or ch. It just depends on what is written. So me thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. So I silenced. Imagine mkhunu, mkhunu, ne? I silenced the H. Can you imagine in a full view of black parents and their boys already looking good in our school's uniform, and then I'm holding the microphone, what do you call this, the intercom mic, which by the way, when you make an announcement, the entire school, including the grounds, can hear. Here I was, child, andile that I heard people going, even myself, I'm like, normal sexy whining gag. There's no such as. The father stood up. He's like, yeah, well, what did you say? When you take your children to a model C school, thinking you are giving them the best education, yes, you'll get them the best education, but there's another side of them that is also going to lack or get injured. It's not my fault. I did not say take me to an all white school. So it's not my fault that I didn't learn isiZulu or any other vernac at school. And it has been something that was the most embarrassing for me throughout my matric. And because the poor boy, those two poor boys, the black kids now will, whenever they read out their name, or sometimes, and I was not the only one who called him that. There was a time, I think the brother, the one in grade 11, was needed, I don't know what he was needed for in the front office. And so the receptionist was a white lady. So she too did exactly what I did. Silence the H, and turn the C into S, and yeah, the mess. And now our school, when you walk down the corridor during school lessons, you can literally hear the pin drop. That's how silent and quiet it was. Now, can you imagine when this poor boy is being announced in the intercom that is heard the entire school being called that, and then out of the blue, you hear all the black kids going, bah, laughing. So the point I'm trying to make here is that senze lokuhle. You see, I'm also symbolizing your name. Is that please allow me to call you half the name so that I do not butcher your name. Very crucial to me. Um, so he says that's a crucial question indeed. Where are their fathers? Indeed, where are the fathers? They don't want to tell me. They don't want to tell. They would rather go die on the mountain defending or protecting the identity of these kids' fathers. I don't get it. Who are they? Are they powerful people? What's going on? I don't get it. Maybe somebody who has been in a similar situation as mine, please educate me. Let me know what exactly am I dealing here with. You know, Mrs. M. Hi. Why 5,000? If I may ask, remember both parents must provide half of the child's expenses. No, that's true. I'm just saying that a person with such a huge church, you telling me they can't take out 5,000? That to me doesn't make sense. A child, according to what I know, it's about 8,000 rand a month. A child. So yeah, you are correct. 4,000 from the mom, 4,000 from the father, But I'm asking, you can't. You're probably making millions of rands in tithings, and you also earn out of those tithings probably something like 80,000 rand or even 100,000 rand, and you're telling me that you can't take out 5,000 for your child? That doesn't make sense to me. And instead you are letting a person who is not even the father to pay and what you got to provide for your child. What kind of a father are you to begin with? Why don't you wear plastic if you knew you were going to run away from your responsibilities? I don't get it. Why cheat on your wife to begin with? Those sort of things. I don't know. Sister says she will know how to go to maintenance court if she doesn't. Yeah, actually, I did say that. Like, guys, it's time Yoshishizama Benji at the maintenance court and take these men to court so that they can start maintaining their children because I am no longer going to be responsible for Ingane Zamanyama daughter. No ways. If she doesn't know where to start, she must come to my DMs. I will guide her. Yeah, I've seen you doing videos about that. Great videos, by the way. The advice you give there, very, very important for women whose baby daddies, they are running away from their responsibilities. Mrs. M, the mother does not work. Yeah, the mother doesn't work. Not at all. She got very comfortable not looking for a job because she was the one who was the biggest culprit in taking money from the elders. The biggest culprit. And also, she earns from social services. Is it social services? Yeah, that, if you know what I mean. I am proud of you for standing your ground. You are not obligated to contribute at all. No, thank you for being proud of me. But yeah, this time around, I am um, I am standing my ground. However, though, I I will also be assessing the situation now and again, but I do want them to realize that this could go away at any given time. But I am going to stiffen my neck for as long as I can so that they learn to wake up in the morning and go look for a job. Better yet, start a YouTube channel. They always watch my videos. They're like, "Oh my God, your videos." I'm like, "But what did you learn? You know, gotta learn something." you know. Mrs. M says also not working means the child must go to more affordable school. Is it not? But I know the calculations consider both sides. Yeah, one of the kid is a special child, so those schools are a little bit expensive, and I carried that that those payments, and then I can tell you it cost a little bit more than 9,000. So but you also right, there are schools of special needs children that are far cheaper to take. But I don't know. But I said, no, I'm not paying. Find the father. Let me have a conversation with him. Let's come up with a plan. If he says I cannot afford so much, then we can talk about how much I can contribute. That's as far as if the father doesn't come before me, then I'm sorry. That's not my child. Yeah, it's a family member, but still not my child. Senzelo says, I've noticed that it's mostly unemployed people that have more than one child. And when you don't have a child, they assume you'll take care of their kids. The audacity of it all. The last line, it's so me. I like that's actually my line, my tagline, the audacity of it all. Sometimes I'll be like the gall of it all. Yeah, no. Listen, people have kids for different reasons. Some people are careless, like this cousin sister of mine. She's currently pregnant with a ninth child. And in the question that I'm asking myself, like, Jan, after the fourth one, I don't want to say what a woman should do with her body, but logic dictates that you are unemployed, and chances of you being employed in a well paying job is next to nothing because you do not have, she dropped out of high school and she doesn't have any working skills. How are you going to take care of more babies that you're bringing home? Oh, sorry. I have a cousin that lives in Johannesburg, Ilande Malinga Masak, so he'll take care of them. So, as a matter of fact, that pregnancy is the one that really, really, really got me taking final decisions. I was like, yeah, okay, no, I won't anymore. I won't. So I don't want to say what a woman can do with her body. I don't think that's my place. But I would also expect a woman who is in a difficult position like unemployment and doesn't have skills to also use this. You get what I'm saying? Because you would have learned a lesson with the first child and the second one, and the difficulty of raising a child. But if you are irresponsible because you get defended and protected by the elders, then when the elders are gone, this is what you where you find yourself, dumbfounded. Betty K, by that time you eat your oh yeah. Hey Betty, leave me look at me. Freshly bitten today. Hey Mara, when I get leave me alone. Mrs. M, not necessarily, dear. There are many things to be considered, but only between a mother and a father, not an uncle that is doing it out of the goodness of his heart. I agree. I agree. That is why I want them. I want to sit them all down. Let's have a conversation about these kids. Let's come to an agreement about these kids. I went to law school. I know judges and lawyers, people. I know them all. And it's people who happens to respect and love me, and they can do this absolutely for free to determine the future of these men. if they are not interested in coming with a solution. So ushishile zamabhentshini, I can take a shortcut for them. Like, there you go. We're sitting before a judge, and a judge will make a decision. Bang, it's legal, you know. But they don't want to take out these fathers. So naming Zolind. It says, and put yourself first when clients is the way you call me that. They should have family planned better. That's true. I agree. I think I also am at fault for not standing up earlier to the elders and say, no, myekeni ukumvikela, you know, but I didn't. And yeah, since since then, yeah, that word. Oh my gosh. So you said it has an NU at the end. That's all I can do. It has an NU at the end, so please forgive me. I can't take it out of my mouth again. And that was the last time it ever came out of my mouth back in high school. And then I matriculated in year 2000. So I kind of like started the millennium when I finished matric. So that was then, and I was like, yo, I that poor Charles probably was, those two boys probably were like traumatized, but they liked me so much. Both of them, they respected me. They really, really, really liked me. Those two boys, even despite butchering their surname like that, and now other boys are calling them that. I think they carried that throughout high school, especially the one that was in grade 8, because at least the other one was in grade 11, it was matric, and he's gone now. The other one had to go 5 years through being called that. And I apologize profusely to the parents and to them. And every now and again during lunch, I will go during my duties, my ground duties. I will go up to them and just, hey, are you guys okay? The guilt. It was the guilt. um, Cesar says, yes, they must find a niche and start a YouTube channel. They can even be a housekeeper maid or maid as long as there's a source of income. True. I even told them we don't live far away from the headquarters of Rainbow Chicken. They always intake like part-time workers. Build your skill. Build your skill in something so you can learn how the work environment operates, and work yourself up. Even if you don't have what do you call this education. I even offered the other one like, hey, let me take you to school. I would rather take you to school than give you money. They're like, no, I'm not interested in going to school. So what do I do? What do I do when I'm coming up with solutions? This is what I get. Sensible says your ninth child, yeah, and I foresee a 10th, 11th, until I don't know how many. I thought childbirth was painful most. No, I don't know. Let me not. I don't know. But from what I've heard, I'm not saying it's a fact. I don't know. I've never given birth before. And after two kids, it becomes better or something like that. I don't know. Some people get addicted to the pain. From what I heard, again, I don't know. Please don't quote me on that. I'm not talking from a factual point of view. I do not know. But from where you and I stand, we know, or not we know, we've seen how painful a woman goes, the pain that a woman goes through when she's in labor and giving birth. And when I hear a woman is pregnant again, gonna have a second child, I'll be like, oh my God, are you gonna go through that again? So I don't know. I think if I was a woman, one would have just stopped everything. I would not go for the second one because child piles taught me a lesson. I know it's nothing compared to being in labor and giving birth, but it was like taking the bottom of my lip and pulling it over my face. That's how piles felt like, and I can imagine how childbirth is like. So it's painful. Mrs. M says, "Sorry, your cause is silly. A whole 9. Mhm. Don't reconsider, or else you the enabler. Shame. She won't learn." Yeah. Somebody did say the same thing to me. Well, as a matter of fact, it was a judge friend who said, your problem is you are enabler. That's what he said. That's a very hard truth to swallow, because it's true. Um, Now I'm standing my ground. I'm not going to enable anybody no more. I want them to think twice before they do something that might need them calling me and say, "Hey, Nhlanhla, we need 1, 2, 3." I still want the fathers. Give me the fathers, and then things will get back to normal after we have compromised. And also, I cannot use my friends for faceless people. You can't what do you call this, rule in a judgment on a ghost. The person needs to be before a judge, explain themselves, and bring their pay slip, then work out something, you know, and then let's see where it goes. You the one who brought this child into the world. When you didn't wear a condom, what were you thinking is going to happen? You know, biology is so simple when it comes to procreation. And we live in a time where uh, a man can use contraceptions, a woman can use contraceptions. So how did all of that fly over your head when you got involved in something that was going to bring you a lifetime responsibility? Doesn't make sense to me, you know. So oh yeah, another thing today. Today it was a very interesting day because I kept postponing, us black people and Christmas and assorted biscuits. So yeah, I kept seeing assorted biscuits everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. So I knew that I was going to do my Christmas shopping today. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy assorted biscuits on the 24th, last last moment Christmas shopping. Now tell me, why out of the blue all assorted biscuits are gone? I mean, I went to 5 different malls. I even went to Pakistani shops. I went everywhere looking for assorted biscuits. And then finally, um, can you imagine? We went to Pretoria, Maryland Mall, to go and look for assorted biscuits. So at first, I walk around Pick and Pay, nothing. Go to Checkers Hyper, and then I come across. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Since assorted biscuits are no longer around, I will take whatever these are. They call them assorted biscuits too, but this is not what we grew up on. This is not a black Christmas in South Africa. So I was like, now I'm busy asking the lady on the till, that the till lady. I'm like, oh my goodness, assorted biscuits are finished. Yo, my mom, she will be turning in her grave because this is the biscuits that we used to eat on Christmas Day, and it's assorted biscuit. And she was like, "Yeah, I know what you mean, but they're all finished. But I think there are boxes, the big ones, if you went this direction." And so here I'm like, "Okay, cool. Wait, what aisle?" She told me the aisle, and then I went there. And I was strolling, pushing the trolley. Now, here's what is interesting, and I've always seen this in movies or TV series. I can't remember where there's a person coming from this direction and then you are coming from this direction and you both are eyeing the last item on the shelf. What do you think happened? Pushing our trolleys. I could have sworn I was pushing my trolley in slow motion, going, no. Did I not? I did rugby at school. So that was one of my sports. Did I not dive for the box? Did I not dive for the Did I not dive for this box? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I dove on this box and I covered it with my whole body like this. And this lady looked at me. I'm like, she's like, but my kid. I'm like, I also have kids. I lied through my teeth. This is Christmas in my household. When you see this, you must know officially it's Christmas. In Pretoria, I ended up getting these. Do you think I learned a lesson? Of course I did, because next year this is never going to happen ever again. I am going to be the first one that buys assorted biscuits the moment I see them building up to Christmas. I would rather keep them. And also, it made sense why my mom always bought them and put them under the under the bed. Like she would buy them around September and she will put them under the bed and they'll be there for months before Christmas. It made sense. It hit today. Why? Because I never used to understand why biscuits will be put under the bed. These particular biscuits. So I felt like, there was this relief in my soul. I was like, oh, wherever my mom is as well, she's like, yes, son, yes. So I'm going to have a good 2023. I'm telling y'all. Oh my God, assorted biscuit. That drama it put me through. Oh, people. That this lady and I were coming in opposite directions for the same box. And it was the last one. And we were told, because the what do you call this? One of the people that works on the shelves was like, oh, actually, that's the last box. We don't have anything left in the store because she wanted to know if they can bring more out. They were like, they're all done. That was the last box. I dove for it. And then I was like, oh, finally, I can have a Christmas that is Christmas. I'm telling you. Miss M says they ask black people's Christmas biscuit. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Without these particular ones, that's not Christmas. I don't know what to call it because this is not Christmas. This is a black home's Christmas. I dove. I dove for them. And I felt so good. And I did not look back because I could feel her eyes piercing through my back. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Because once I look her in the eye, I may change my mind and sacrifice this box. And I was like, no, 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 no. Don't look her in the eye. Just keep going. And I was pushing the trolley so fast because I wanted to be out of sight from her. They're not bakers. They are bakers. When you see this man, oh wait. There you go, bakers. Oh, you meant these ones? No, these ones are not bakers. You are right. This is Chelsea luxury assorted biscuits. Luxury? No, that's not Christmas for us. I'm sorry. I had the same problem with the biscuit. We are all having this. You see, this will never happen again next year. They would rather sit under the bed as well, building up to Christmas, because I'm not going to go through what I went through today. No way. Sense says, lol, I bought choice assorted on the 1st of December. Dude, you should have given me an idea. Like, you should have said, hey, Francis, did you buy a choice assorted? But probably I would have said to you, no, I'm going to buy it on 24th. But the 7th, they were all eaten. Why? Why? You already won the battle and then you go and give it up? Hence, we had to buy them again. Maybe that's why you couldn't find them in the shop. It's people like you. I keep laughing at this because I was like, no, I've seen this before, and I never thought it was real until it happened to me today. I was like, yeah. I think she was also looking for them, and we got there almost at the same time, and we had to do a duel. We had to do a duel on these biscuits. Celia says, Mrs. M, I agree with you. Ntlantla will be an enabler if he keeps on financing, yeah, financially helping them. Yeah, no, worry not. That one, until I meet the dads or the men or the donors, then we'll talk. Sensala says, lol, no shade, ne? The Chelsea luxury assorted biscuits give me, they look stale, ne? Whatever these, I see what you mean. Like these creams, some of these creams, sometimes when you taste it, it's almost like sourish. I don't know, maybe they go off. That's why I was like, no. Mm-mm. These ones, I'm going to dish them up for the kids that always make noise for me outside, because clearly their parents did not go home with them, so they were making noise today. So I'm just going to put them in these plastic, not plastic, paper plates, and give them tomorrow and say Merry Christmas because that's not Christmas in my family. No ways, that's not it at all. But anyways, I thought let me tell you that story, and then I think, okay, as you guys know that on Sunday, excuse me, on Sundays I do my face and all that stuff. So another thing that I also saw, in fact, I didn't see it, I think they were like promoting these sorbet products. Basically, if you buy two, you get one extra, or this way, or whichever way, you get one extra. So, as you guys know, that I have uneven skin tone. My neck is like pitch black, and then from my body going down, I'm as white as a white person. No, I'm kidding, but I'm very, very light skinned. So I've always looked for something that is going to even out my neck and my face. And the interesting, and my face do have like dark spots, and I see this syrup. I don't know if you can. Okay, let's do what influencers do. You see this sorbet thingy. This basically is a dark spot corrector serum from sorbet. Okay, let me just. Where are you? You see if it's from Sorbet. And then this one is an even effect SPF 20 or 20-day cream, SPF 20 protection with arbutin and vitamin C and E, also from Sorbet. I think this one is a sunscreen of some sort. I don't know, but as well, it works on evening out your skin tone. And this one is a night cream, even effect, also from wait. Okay, also from Sorbet. So I don't know if these are going to work at all. Of course, I still use this charcoal face mask to clean my face, like to open the pores. So I want to see if it's going to work on the dark spots that in summer, for some reason, my face becomes lighter. I don't know why, but in winter it becomes really, really black. And so I just want to see if these things are going to do anything. If they do, then clearly they're going to be permanent in my skincare routine, because I usually only use like face masks when I do my face, and then I also use like a three-in-one facial mud, which is an exfoliator as well as face wash and mud, like mask. So those are the things that I use, and I moisturize using Vaseline by Johnson and Johnson. So this syrup apparently is like a moisturizer as well, or some sort. So we'll see how it works. I don't know how it looks like inside. Okay, looks like I don't have nails. How do I open this? Oh my goodness! You see this whole thing of biting your nails, things like this that are important. Not that they're important. Like, gosh, I'm gonna try. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see how it looks like on the inside. This serum. Oh, so this is how it looks like. Okay, influencers, how do you do this? Yeah, I don't know. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. I think this way works a little bit. Yeah, that. And then, oh, there's another one. Uh, okay, in the meantime, let me read the comments, what they'll say. Sensor say those kids will experience diarrhea on Christmas cleanses because of those chucks. I don't know. I don't know. You know, whatever happens, happens. So this is the package for what is this night cream? So it's a night cream. Apparently, it also evens out the skin tone on my face and also works away the dark spots on my face. Oh, when I was a teenager, hey, I used almost every chemical there was on the shelf to get rid of my acne. And this is the last one. Okay, let's not waste our time because the ring light is shining brightly on that. So this is an SPF 20 protection with arbutin and vitamin C and E. This last one. So I used to use like oxycudum. Is it oxycudum or something like that? Oxycudum, clear and clear. I tried them all, and none of them worked. Unfortunately, some did a number on my face. The only one that I was terrified of was Cuticura. Yo, Cuticura was scared of it. I wouldn't. And there were some boys who would use cuticura and then their skins would clear, but they would not. It would not burn their skin. But me, I was like, no ways. So what if I'm the unlucky one and it burns my skin? But I realized the other ones. The reason why I have that dark spots is because I used to press too hard when I was applying. Basically, I was thinking by applying the creams a little harder, they were going to go into my pores and clean out the impurities that were causing the pimples. And unfortunately, the friction was basically scraping away my skin, which now left these dark spots, even my forehead here, because they used to concentrate a lot here as well and here. So apparently, these things will help with evening my face because the brighter it's becoming, they are also becoming very visible at the same time. So, and my neck, of course, has always been not that it bothers me, it doesn't at all. I don't care, but because I've been having this forever. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be using going forward. Senzolo says if your face gets lighter and your neck doesn't, these South African entertainment YouTubers will say you are bleaching. Do I care? Mina, if anybody ever accused me of bleaching, by all combo no trial, because I won't waste no time in taking you to court. You're going to have to take me to that clinic, pharmacy, street person that sold me those bleaching creams. You're going to have to produce evidence. I won't play that game. Don't say allegedly because I understand the word allegedly legally what it means. And then I see it being misused all the time. And I'm like, do you even actually understand what allegedly means? That you can still get sued having said allegedly successfully so. So if anybody goes allegedly, oh yeah, you will see a summons right under your door, and you're going to have to take me together with the court where I bought those bleaching creams. It's not a threat, it's a promise. I'm serious. The personal advisor, hello, great work, friend. Thank you so very much. How are you doing? And welcome to my live. Thank you so much for being here, guys. So like I said, guys, this is the last live stream for 2022. We will do more lives in 2023. As I've said, we're going to be talking a lot of business opportunities on this channel. Yes, I will still keep the usual niche where I educate you about YouTube, keep my eyes on the what calls my ears on the ground and my eyes peeled whenever things change on YouTube, when the algorithm changes and other stuff that are happening. So a lot is going to be happening from January on YouTube. YouTube Shorts are going to start getting monetized. So I don't want you to miss that train. I will definitely bring you a video and I will explain like step by step how to monetize your shorts and why you should be creating shorts and make extra cash from your shorts. Yeah, you make extra cash from your shorts while you're also earning money from your long form videos with Google AdSense. So there are a lot of stuff as of the middle of January that are going to be happening on YouTube. So that I'm not going to abandon, but at the same time, we will be talking about making some extra cash, like extra stream of income. Probably we might even adopt two or three or four streams of income, depending on your willpower and your also your discipline and hunger to be successful in 2023. So at the end of the year, hey, let us be speaking a language of the rich and famous, sitting in Santin sipping pina coladas. I don't drink alcohol, by the way, but you know what I'm trying to say. Probably in Dubai. What? Okay, let's talk about Dubai. Dubai 2022 revealed a lot. Because the question about Dubai has been happening in my head since 2016. Quincy, why I need Dubai? I 2022 was like this. I was like, whoa, but I suspected. I no longer see videos of influencers going to Dubai no more. Hey, matter people, you all don't have peace. Leave those kids. Okay, let me not say. Sensor says we definitely need that info regarding the shorts. Yeah, definitely I will bring that. I do also have videos on this information about shorts. As far back as 2020 when YouTube was introducing shorts, and I did say that shorts are going to open doors of opportunity and also use this window of opportunity to create shorts so that you don't get left behind, because I believe back then that YouTube Shorts is going to overtake TikTok. And then TikTokers now, when they realize that YouTube Shorts is paying money, they're going to jump over and start creating shorts. And then, because they have experience in creating short form videos, and they are going to they'll be making a killing, and they will also be taking sponsor and brand deals opportunities away from YouTubers who have been on the platform for a minute. And so jump on this as quickly as possible and start building your YouTube Shorts public views. Natty Slim is in the house. Hello, Yvonne. I always call you by your government name. Yeah. How are you doing? How's New York? You know, I always ask that question. Changing the narrative. Hello, 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 my booty and my sissy. Today, you were responsible with me biting the back of my tongue because I was laughing so loud. Y'all, you're the best. Your video today was just it was off the hook. It was funny. Yes, I get it. You were basically sharing your experiences about your first trip to Durban. So guys, please do go and subscribe to the channel. They dropped a very funny video where they were updating the audience about their first trip to Durban. It's hilarious. And also stay for the bloopers as well. Hilarious stuff. It says what I say, so not Dubai, not no, not Dubai. You exactly. I didn't know, but I suspected there was something that was going on. They're like, what is this that is in Dubai? What is this that is there? And I could not put my finger on it. Yes, I came up with all kinds of speculations. However, what I did not see coming when it was revealed was those three things, those three emojis that you put in that like who does that to themselves for money? Jeez, people, no ways. But I was like, but now we no longer see those videos. But we know that there are trips to Dubai that are still taken. It's just that they will never show it off. Like, I'm going to Dubai, and then they come back and they have all this and all that stuff. And I agree with Owami what she says about that if you're an influencer, yeah, tell the truth. Say me, I I make money from influencing, but I also double up my money by prostituting myself. Don't say I work hard, and then young people are looking up to you and thinking, oh my god, being an influencer, you get to do all this and you da 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 da. And then when you're now in there and you realize, but okay, wait a minute, am I not getting the same gigs? Am I not? What am I doing wrong? Can't there is a hidden something that is going on in the background that is happening in Dubai. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there this is not to mock anybody, but it's to say 2022 revealed a lot of things that you were not aware of. And that is Lim is laughing. Cold 9 degrees. Ugh, I don't want to be you. Ah, I do not like winter as far as I can throw. I do not like winter at all. So 9 degrees, that is you. Change the narrative. You're laughing. Yeah, you need to laugh because you finished me. I was sitting in bed when I was watching that video. My God, did I not roll and almost fell off? I had to watch the video the second time because the first time I was just laughing and I was not. The video was just rolling, and I was like, you know what? Let me rewatch this now. This time, let me pay attention. But the second time was not different from the but but I caught as much as I could on that video. You guys, you the best. I loved it. I loved it. um, or lower. Okay, but it's still cold though. Ooh, well, Zanzalo says lol. And those princesses in Dubai want to place their on your chest, not even on the tuku. Yeah, we learn every day, people. We learn every day. But it's their bodies. They can do whatever they want with it, and hopefully, um, I don't know. Let me not say anything that then I'd be misquoted out of context because, hey, when you are on social media, people are always ready to say, "But you know, no, let me not." And Narislim says, "I went up only 14 degrees." Listen, okay, I know we use what do you call the measurement of the temperatures that degrees to us. What you're telling me, 14 degrees, 9 degrees, that's freezing here in South Africa. We use degrees to measure our temperature, weather temperatures, but I don't know 14 degrees what it means, but I think it's cold as well. I think it's very, very cold. Cecilia, you wanted to say something? I just see a full stop. Oh, you mean like full stop? Oh, you mean like keep quiet, don't say nothing more? Yeah, true. Let me not be offensive. I try to be as logical as I can with my words and also not be offensive and judgmental. But I must say that I did have questions. I really did have had questions like every time people were just going to Dubai. Like, what's one? You know, what's there? It's freezing. Yeah, definitely it's freezing. Yeah, we use degrees Celsius for us. They use Fahrenheit. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, no, I do know, but then I'm trying to understand uh how the temperatures are compared. Is it as cold as 14 degrees Celsius is for us, or what? I don't know. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you too, Yvonne. And I also want to say Merry Christmas to all of you as well. And of course, I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you guys for your support. You supported this channel from some of you like Natty Slim. Natty Slim comes with me from 2020. Cecilia, I think 2021. Betty K, any 2021. I'm very grateful for your support, guys. Always, always. Senzelo, I think probably a few months ago, and I feel like I know him now, and I appreciate your support. By the way, thank you so very much for coming through, changing the narrative. I think I've known them since this year, having conversations on the side before they moved to South Africa. So I'm very grateful to everybody. And this year for me has been the best. Mrs. M as well. Thank you so much. It is always great to know you. Rhino Games, thank you so much. I did see this comment of yours. What's up, bro? I know I told you that I'm going to be live at 9:30, but I had to do it a little bit earlier because I was afraid, you know what, that it might happen and the lights could go off at any given time. I don't know. Maybe they'll just forgive us because it's Christmas Eve. I don't know. I hope so, but I would not put it past them. These guys, they are cruel. They can just switch off the lights at any given time. But I just want to say Merry Christmas to you guys and may you be immensely blessed in 2023. I want you guys to walk into 2023 with luck on your side and fortune, and may the universe as well bless you abundantly for me. And I will have you in my thoughts when I meditate going into 2023. I appreciate you all. And I definitely love you. When I say I love you, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You guys have helped me to get out of my shell. Um, that is very priceless to me. Thank you all so much. You're welcome. You have always been my go to guy. You say thank you. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I appreciate you. Sensalo says, will we get to see you seven color Christmas? Hey guys, let me correct you about this seven color thing. The correct term is several colors, but I don't know where came up and say is seven colors. Okay, fine. The colors are seven, but the correct term is several colors. If you didn't know, now you know. Yes, there will be definitely several colors on my plate. Typical South African Christmas lunch and dinner, of course. Yeah, most definitely. Much love to you too, Senzalo. Thank you so very much. Guys, I think this is it for 2023, 2022. But this is not the last video. I still have episode 25, which is coming out tomorrow. Like I said, I'm taking a break on the 26th, but I'm coming back on the 27th, 28th, and 29th. So that means I've got three videos, probably four videos for then I close the year. Hi, it's no, it's several colors, my friend. That one I can bet you. This one I can bet you it's several colors, not seven colors. But okay, let's work with seven colors because we're South Africans and we've been using seven colors. But when I used to do home economics in primary school, we were taught that it's several colors. And so whenever I always hear people say seven colors, I'll be like, what are you talking about? It's seven colors. Then I'm like, oh, you mean several colors? They're like, no, seven. I'm like, actually, it's several colors. So no, that one I know it's a fact. It's several colors. And then you have to accept it because it's a new lesson to you. But I won't leave you alone on this one. It's several colors. Spread the word, please. Spread the word. It's several colors. Cesar says Merry Christmas to you too, lol. We butchered each clan to seven and several. Yes, for years you guys have been butchering this poor description of the several colors. Seven colors. What? Where did you guys get that from? But I can also understand several seven. I can see with the wires crossing. Betty's like, leave me alone. I will not. Several colors. But guys, no, let me end here. It's been great. I always enjoy myself when I'm live. I'm even surprised that you guys were here. I thought you'll be like, oh my goodness, this guy really on Christmas Eve, you're having a live stream. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you so very much. So let me say good night and Merry Christmas. May you please enjoy yourself, be safe if you are going to be traveling or wherever you'll be going to. Please be safe. Let's not drive like Michael Schumacher's and things like that, because we all know that as South Africans, come back alive. All right. But we'll meet on my videos before I close the year. I think I'll take a week's break after that, and then I'll come back. And I actually even decided that no, I would start my true crime videos in Jan. Let me just continue filming and batch filming my true crime videos, and that way I know that for next several weeks I've got videos that are scheduled to get released, and I also have several videos as well for this channel that are going to be released in January, so that I can focus on my the beginning of the year with my job and other stuff as well that are personal to me. Right? Yeah. Cecilia says I only heard 2 years back that it was several, not seven. You see, you see, it's several colors. Oh, another thing that people okay, this one people still kick me about it. Do you know that Soweto is a question? But people will tell you Southwestern Township. Yes, it is geographically situated southwest of Johannesburg, but it's a question. So you know, with the 1913's Areas Act, I think that's what it's called. Black people were being moved from one place to another, one place to another. I think the last place that they were moved from, which today is called, you know, not far away from Mill Park. They were moved then to what today is called Soweto. So when the soldiers moved the people to southwest of Johannesburg, they cordoned off that area with black people inside with these hippos. And so every day, because people were being moved from one place to another, to one place to another, until the apartheid government found a perfect place for them. So people will come to the soldiers and say, Soweto, Soweto. And now the soldiers, every time when they went on to duty to what is today is called Soweto, they would tell each other, "Oh, I'm going to Soweto," because people they kept asking Soweto, and that's something that I didn't know that was not taught in black schools, but it was being taught in white school history when we did South African history, and I was very shocked to hear that people didn't know that people from Soweto didn't know that Soweto is a question. It's actually a nickname by the apartheid soldiers that were deployed in that area. Yes, geographically speaking, it is situated southwest. So hence people like, but no, it's Southwest Township or something like that. No, it's a question. That is another thing that you learned that you may have not known. Okay. So it is several colors, not seven. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me just say good night. Merry Christmas. Love you all so much. Goodbye. Okay, where do I end? Oh, there we go. There we goodbye.